Hey, welcome to the Google Maps Maximize Method. I'm Drew Doggett. I want to keep this video really short because if you go to the tab right up here, it's the first menu item in the header. I explain very in depth how all this works with examples and everything. So to keep this video short, the why of it, here's the gist of it. And basically why this method of getting a great deal more visibility in Google Maps works so well right now. We are so lucky to be local business owners in this day and age at this moment in time. So on the screen, you see just a few of the results that we get for our customers. We got 6-day, 7-day, 10-day results from obscurity to spotlight, for lack of a better term. We often get results within days. And this turns businesses around who are not visible on Google Maps or don't even have a Google business profile. It just turns them around. And the reason why is, put simply, it's an online world. So much so that sometimes it seems more real than the physical world. And it's why we have to post signs like this about getting yourself physically to safety in case of a fire, instead of posting about it on social media first. I mean, it's come to this. And so there's also been a major shift, a major trend in the last few years because Google is always evolving. And that trend is that more people shop locally using Google Maps and Google Business than they do going through Google search and clicking through website after website. They can find it all in one centralized location in Google Maps with, and this is the key, the ability to socialize with the business. You just don't have that with websites. Socializing capabilities are built directly into Google Maps. There are fewer steps involved. The convenience is huge. Usability is easy, easier than ever before to connect with local businesses. And that means that they don't have to go, people don't have to go to a website, learn that website, click back to the search results, go back to the next website, click back to the next website, search for the pricing page, search for the phone number, search for the reviews, the testimonials on the website. They can just look through the Q&A on Maps, or message the business on Maps, or look at the reviews in Google Maps. And in Google Maps, the reviews are front and center for you to see. Like, you can see what other people who have used this business have said about it. The phone number is always in the same place. You don't have to search around for it on the website. People can message the business. Just a click of the button, they can message the business. People can get directions to the business. And not every website has all of this stuff built in, readily available at the click of a button. And so Google is just massively convenient. Google Business is massively convenient. And this means that Google Business is a social network. We go to Facebook to be social with our friends, to see what our friends are doing. We go to Google to find the information we need in general. We go to Google Maps to connect with real businesses in our community. We can message them, we can write a review, we can call them, we can ask questions, we can get directions, visit their store. So it is absolutely the most convenient way for consumers to get in contact with their local area businesses. It's the highest user experience. It's an easier, better user experience using Google Business, Google Maps, than surfing through 10 to 20 different websites, or even 3 websites, right? Because of that, it's caught on. More people use Google Business now than they use websites to shop locally. And of course, websites are still being used, but more people use Google Business. And here's another thing. Studies have shown that customers who come through Google Business are worth more. They bring in more revenue on average. And there are countless reasons for this. One of them being reviews, like easy to spot reviews. Another being volume. Another being the marketing. Like if you're spending money on SEO, it's not getting the return that it used to. SEO, or search engine optimization, is for your website. Now, technically, SEO, search engine optimization, I guess, is for social media, for Google Business, since we're technically searching for a business. But here's the thing. Google owns Google Business. And so it is just simply far easier to do the right things and communicate clearly with Google's AI to build that trust with Google to get super fast results in Google Maps compared to your website. Which, even if you do all the right things and communicate clearly with the AI, it takes a lot more convincing and just like a more robust picture for Google to trust your website enough to put it up top, because Google doesn't own it. So you got to do a lot more to get your website trusted by Google than you do to get your Google Business profile trusted by Google, your Google Maps trusted by Google. And so here's another reason why this works so well. Most local businesses aren't doing this. When I look at Google Business profiles, like most of them are missing like 70% of the optimizations that they could have in place to rank higher and have more visibility in their local area. 70%. Like, imagine you get marked off 20% in school. Like, that's a B, right? Getting marked off 70% in school, that's an F. Like a solid F. Or another analogy is like you're running a race with a broken foot against this guy. How goofy is it to think that you can run a super competitive race with a broken foot? But here's the good news. It is completely possible, well within our reach, and actually quite simple to 100% optimize our Google business listings practically overnight. We can get to this level, and it doesn't take years of training. Like, we simply do the things on our Google business profiles that communicates clearly to Google's AI and gives it good data. And so like, that's what this whole training, this whole course shows you how to do. So in the next tab over, the how, I'm going to show you how, but the why is simply this. Number one, more people using Google Business than ever. So you've got volume of people. Number two, it's easier to communicate clearly and build trust with Google's AI because Google owns it and it favors it. So you've got an easier way to get visibility. Like, say you're number one in the yellow pages. You remember phone books, right? But what's the point of being easily seen, front and center, if there's no volume, no people, no users? It's like being the only water station in the desert. There are just no people. I mean, think of all the possible channels that customers can come from. You got Google ads, radio ads, TV ads, yellow pages, Yelp, Facebook, local magazines, local newspapers, and like 1,000 more. Is there anything more used than Google? So if you can get visibility here, why wouldn't you? See, all algorithms on all social networks, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google Business, all these algorithms work the same way. When something has a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, comments, shares, clicks, views, it gets shown more. It gets boosted up in the algorithm. This is why YouTubers ask you to like and subscribe, because it really does help give their video and channel more exposure. When some really popular story on Facebook happens and it gets shared a lot, it gets boosted in the algorithm. So people who aren't friends of your friends can even see it. Like, it gets shown to more people, it gets boosted. This is just the way algorithms work. And so we do the same thing with Google Maps. We optimize for our social world. This is why I'm calling this social signals optimization. We optimize for our social world, our Google business profiles. And when we do this, the results are nearly instant because it's just not very well used. Most people aren't doing this, which makes it very easy to stand out as a signal in the noise, as I explain in growth. And it's easy for Google to trust its own Google business profile than some third-party website. And look, here's proof. 3 pieces of proof right here, straight from a Google patent, Google engineer, and a Google lawsuit. And I can show you a lot more evidence showing that clicks influence search engine rankings. And these are talking about websites. Like, imagine doing this for your Google business profile, getting lots of engagement and clicks on your Maps listing. Okay, so that's the gist of it. Like, you will boost by getting engagement. That's why it works this way, because Google Maps is a social media profile. It is a social network for local businesses. When we treat it as a social network and not like a website, doing the right things that I'm going to show you how to do in this course, it gets more visibility. More people see it, and then you get more customers. And using the reviews tactics that I show you in section 3, you get more reviews. And reviews are kind of like the flywheel to getting more customers and revenue and better rankings. And I actually call the reviews the ultimate user engagement signal. And you'll see why in section 3. So this is the process. Social world. Like, this is our most important business profile. It is more important than our websites. And this is just my opinion, and this is from my experience. I'm simply speaking from what I have done for my clients. This is more important than our website. It's more important than our ads. And I love Google Ads. Why? Again, volume. Many more people go to Maps than they do go to ads. It's like 6 to 1, right? But also because you can have a reputation on this profile. It's harder to get a reputation showing up on your ads. It's not impossible, but it's not for every business. Google Business Profile is more important than our Facebook page. And like, look, I got this graphic from somewhere, I'm not sure where it is, but I love it. It is absolutely the most profitable place to be on the internet for local businesses. And that, in my experience, is not an exaggeration. So go through this course. When you click over to the How This Works tab, right next to wherever this is, I'm going to show you how this training is laid out and how to use it. It's a short video, really simple, just kind of explaining the website, and then you can dive in. Okay, so go through this course and you will see why this works so well, so fast, so very, very fast.